And you might wonder why it is that the National Union of Journalists is hosting a meeting about privatising cancer scanning services, and you'd be right to wonder about that. We're not really having a meeting about whether or not to privatise cancer scanning services. What we're worried about is the way that NHS England has been handling this whole process. We think that it's raising a lot of very serious questions about the accountability of public bodies and the public right to know about the basis for decisions that could and almost certainly would have very big implications for the people who need those services in the Oxford area. And that is what we want to talk about this evening. It's our job as journalists to report facts and present perspectives from all the sides so that our readers, our viewers, our listeners can reach their own informed opinion. But in this instance, NHS England seems to be going to great lengths to avoid such public scrutiny. And from the evidence that we've seen, what they're doing is simply making assertions without any evidence to back up what they're saying. They're not addressing the evidence being put forward by consultants and by the Trust and others. They've been warning people not to go public with their concerns because they could be sued for libel. And they're trying their best to avoid responding to freedom of information requests that we know have been sent from journalists, at least in the Banbury Guardian and at BBC Oxford. This sort of behaviour is something we might expect from a tobacco company. It is not what we expect from our health service. So we've called this meeting not just to express righteous indignation, but we would really like this to be a practical meeting focused on how we can bring some accountability and some transparency to the process so that we can ensure that decisions are made in the best interest of the public that the NHS is there to serve.